That belongs in a museum.
So when it traded down into the 2-1, it's not even like it necessarily got that much of a value trade, at least on the initial body of the Infested Wolf. So worked out pretty reasonably for Joster there. We're going to see... So he goes ahead and waits to put down the minions first. So that's interesting because if he'd sequenced it differently, he could have ensured that he took the damage basically to the face. I
don't like that there because now if PNC wants to, he can actually clear off one of those Feral Spirit tokens. I think that might have just been, I don't know, maybe some nerves on Joster's part, but definitely I would think some reasonably bad sequencing there. And PNC is going to be able to clear off that token and play out Savannah Highmane, which he top decked on turn 6. That must make you pretty happy, Rob.
I mean, I'm always happy when I see Savannah Highmane, and you know, Joster's not running Hex, so PNC feels pretty comfortable that he is going to keep that Highmane. You know, to your point earlier though, Joster was able to protect the Abusive Sergeant, which he played after, so it ends up being okay.
You could have just taken the 1 damage to
maybe some people don't like to be hurt, Cora.
I mean, you know,
I'm just saying, I get it.
I understand. I can understand that, Rob.
I get it. PNC plays that deadly shot and hits paydirt.
Okay,
really.
then.
That's I would think maybe aside from the Flame Tongue, like that's probably what you want there.
In this case, might even just be better because you could trade into the Flame Tongue if you want, meaning that your Highmane doesn't take any damage, or
that's pretty much exactly I think what he was playing around. So the Horse Rider though is going to come down and get the buff from the Flame Tongue Totem after I would assume it's going to be the Argent Squire he chooses to bounce. And that's going to be a pretty intimidating Horse Rider. Now, so if you're Joster, are you have the ability to clear out the bat. Are you really interested in trading with this Highmane? I don't think you are. I think you're just going. Yeah. Oh, and he bounces back. I wonder, I mean, Joster obviously has access to the deck list from PNC, and when we look, we see that, you know, PNC is running 1 freezing trap, so there are no explosive traps. There's no snake. That is a very interesting decision. I have to imagine that was just a little bit of missequencing there from Joster.
Some oversight once again. Joster maybe suffering from nerves here. He's already down 1-0, and as much as, you know, there are up to 7 games in the match, being down 1-0 is not, you know, life-ending, but it definitely can't feel good. It can definitely raise your anxiety maybe a little bit, so...
Hey, losing 1 game on ranked play is literally all it takes to make me sad, so I completely understand this, and you know, PNC has his background as someone who's done a lot of competitive gaming. It's something he's very vocal about. Like, this is just the next chapter in his story, really, as a competitive gamer. And Joster, on the other hand, you know, he's a nice guy, sweet kid, and he comes out. This is not necessarily his forte, but what a draw for PNC. Oh, you see Joster just kind of go, well, that was kind of worst case scenario. And Joster is not out of this yet. Something like a Doomhammer, some more direct damage. That's good.
Second Lava Burst would just be lethal here.
So he has 8. No, this is gonna. Is it gonna do it, or is it 1 off with the
9, 10, 11, 12? He has 1 damage off lethal this turn.
But you have the hero power, the Fire Blast hero power, so it's gonna set up the lethal for next turn.
Wow, and then PNC 9, 10, 11 kill command would do it. That's not it. 5 from the Lava Burst, 3 from Lightning Bolt, and 1 from the hero power. Joster is going to take this game after a series of some questionable sequencing, maybe some nerves, but still managed to pull it out and tie up the series 1-1.
Hey, you know what Lava Burst thinks of Taunt? Not a whole lot, so we're going to see Joster go ahead and tie up the series. PNC just kind of nods, looks down. I mean, that feels pretty awful, especially when Joster was like unequivocally dead next turn. That was game.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Joster does manage to close it out. Maybe getting this win will be something, you know, that allows him to kind of calm down a little bit.